Hello and welcome to the next part of creating Barcelona embroidery. So I have 6 buildings here and the whole embroidery is mounted on a frame and the fabric is doubled. But the first 2 buildings are made with stitched windows and I switched to windows without stitches. They're just painted and then I will add the details. I need to redo the first 2 buildings. It wasn't very hard, so managed to very quickly. But I had to remove embroidery from the frame and remove the second layer of fabric to do that. So I'm mounting it again. This time and until the end I'm gonna use the scroll frame and we'll just move fabric because it's the biggest frame I have. All this embroidery needs now is a lot of greenery and I have a plan. The plan is very rough and I basically just know what bushes and what trees I want and I'm gonna freehand them. For the first bush I was just using a lot of seed stitches, some loop stitches, and it turned out very nice, as you can see. I also painted the paths under all buildings just so there would be something in between. The second bush I wasn't filming because honestly this project took me so much time because I wanted to film more of the process and that's why I was kind of postponing starting because I knew that I have to set up the camera, I need to have the light, and it's my weekend project or evening project that I don't do during the work days. Anyways, that's what it takes to move the fabric, and I just did the underpaintings for all bushes except the first one and used different stitches. Mostly these were straight stitches arranged in different shapes and I think they look great apart from the last one, but I'm gonna just circle back to it because at that point I didn't want to redo anything. I wanted to do something else and just kind of don't think about that bush. What's weird is that I filmed a lot of stretching of the fabric and here I'm using the things that go with the scroll frame, and these are the side tensioners. Honestly, they save a lot of time, relatively easy to set up if you don't want to properly dress the frame. So anyways, I made some palms and that was the time when I discovered filming from the backside. I don't know. Something about this just looks soothing. It's the middle of the video, probably I can explain why I have such weird video orientations. I didn't think at that point that I would be making this video on YouTube, but since I'm sharing the whole project from the start, I decided that better to do it at least like this than nothing at all. Yep. So the palms have like 3 different colors in them, and I'm starting the second tree, which is one of my favorites here. I don't know, it just looks so simple. Just keep watching the leaves coming together. You know, you can already feel that it's gonna be looking very good. The best part is that I'm not using hard stitches at all. These are just some split stitches for the stem and short straight stitches for the leaves. Placement plays the bigger role in that than the stitch itself. And it's time to move on again. The side tensioners just ease this moment a lot. If I was stitching every time, I don't know if I would finish this project at all. But keep in mind that if you have less dense fabric than I am, it's not gonna work, or you will have to apply a lot of side tensioners. But as you can see, it works for this project quite well. Also, I am not making long stitches, so that contributes to one more tree. And this time I'm using just satin stitches, and look at this texture. Again, it's all about the placement. This is just one color of thread. The light makes it look like there are 2-3 different shades. And the last tree, as I thought, also just straight stitches layered, layered, and layered. And here I decided that I have strength and I have ideas on how to finish the last bush on the lower side. And one of the steps was to add some flowers, of course. And the flowers are just straight stitch on the end of every stitch that I made before. And that sounds easy, and it is easy, but quite time consuming. Also, I removed these darker stitches because they didn't give the effect I was going for. Yeah, it's starting to look much better and looking like an actual bush. Honestly, if I wasn't overthinking how to do the bushes and just kind of trained some of these textures before, it would take like the whole project would take less time. And as you see, the first two bushes have the bushy shape, and the fourth one is just rectangular, which is kind of weird. So I didn't film this, but you can see that here I already changed the shape to make it bushier and less geometry-like. But that was also not the end. This is the final tree, the one where we can see only the crown, and that's a few shots that I have of it. Also just short seed stitches. And the final look. I also embroidered the windows, made the window frames. And as a final touch, I painted the sky with watercolor pencils, just a little bit of blue. And you can see the bushes, you can see the window frames, and yeah, the whole project coming together essentially. I didn't film a lot of final processes, so I'll share more photos on my Patreon page. Join, have a look, and I have a lot of patterns there as well. I'll also link some of the supplies in the description, so thank you for watching and see you in the next video!